But the responsible of that is Russia, because Russia is waging the aggressive war against Ukraine, and Russia is guiding these drones to NATO territory. So we saw that NATO is working very well. The Romanian fighters took down one drone.
An eastern border minister warns of growing drone incursions into NATO airspace in recent weeks, blaming Russia for guiding strikes that threaten allied territory.
For weeks, we have more and more drones coming into our territories, Ukraine drones, but the responsible of that is Russia, because Russia is waging the aggressive war against Ukraine, and Russia is guiding these drones to NATO territory. So we saw that NATO is working very well. The Romanian fighters took down one drone in Estonia, and it is a sign that actually it is working as a clockwork. It's united. All the plans what we have, they're solid, and it shows as well the unity. But I want to say one thing, because Russia is now using this opportunity to tell the fake news, total fake news, that NATO allows to use Ukraine, our territories, or NATO states as Baltic states, and also Finland. We are allowed to use our territories for these attacks against Russia. And this is fake news, because we don't allow it. But I want to assure you that Ukraine has all the rights to attack these targets deep in Russia, which is supporting this war of aggression against them. So I think that Ukraine is continuing. Of course, they must be more careful, but all the responsibilities are laying on Russia in this regard. Because Putin can stop this war tomorrow, but he's not changing the goals, unfortunately. But in real life, Putin is in trouble, because his economy is not working well. And if you see our region, so this gas and oil export through the Baltic Sea is close to 60%. It is lifeline, and Ukraine is hitting very heavily this corner. And that's why.
He praised quick Allied action at the meeting, noting Romanian fighters shot down a drone, and NATO coordination is working like clockwork to uphold unity and rules.
I see that as well. Putin is trying to divide Western unity, and as well trying to push all of us to put more pressure on Ukraine to stop these attacks, deep strike sanctions, as Ukrainians says. So, but this is the right way to go forward, to put more pressure on Russia. So this is about Ukraine. The second thing is, I'm very happy that now Secretary General Rutte has put on the table as well as Estonia proposal already a couple of years ago, a long-time commitment for the allies, 0.25% of GDP military support. It is so important that we give this message and also the real commitment to Ukraine, because Russia will remain a threat. And we don't see that Putin is changing the goals very soon, and this kind of cooperation about military support as well, the investments to defense industry are very crucial. So I do hope that all NATO allies will share the burden which the Nordic Baltics and some other countries are already doing right now. About 5% of GDP. We are all happy about this commitment last year in The Hague, and we now facing the Ankara meeting. Estonia is doing the real defense spending already this year, 5.2, 5.4% of GDP, and these are the we are following the plans we adopted already in Vilnius 2 years ago about NATO new regional defense plans. And NATO must...
He dismissed claims NATO soil is used for attacks as fake, and urged firm coordinated defense spending commitments ahead of the Ankara summit to deter aggression.
Show unity in Ankara. We are talking about this because it is so important that we do everything in coordinated ways. It's about deterrence, which is of course important for us, but as well we need to build the real capabilities. So the defense capability targets are as well something we are focusing in, because this is a so-called, we're measuring the commitment of all the different member states. So on Hormuz, as you know, Estonia was one of the first countries who said that if our allies need our support, we're always ready to commit, because if we need our allies, so we expect exactly the same, and we have done it through the history, as you know. And as well now we are ready to participate in different missions if the time is right with our commitments. So, and we'll discuss as well what can we do more, because Hormuz must be opened and secured, because this is a part of our economy, trade. We all pay more, and it's not good to have this kind of